Hey, welcome back to the game room. Today is day 3 of the 12 days of Christmas. I am going to be making a video leading every day right up until Christmas Day, and if you missed yesterday, we built some game shelves. I walked you through the Build It Yourself guide to create shelves that look just like the ones that are in my game room, so if you didn't check that one out already, I'll link it up top and you can check it out after you watch this one. Today, we're going to be filling a shelf that I left blank. I left it empty for this right here. It is my parcel from Rose Colored Gaming. I have been kind of waiting a long time to make this order. This is the home for my handheld consoles. It is a sad state of affairs where things are getting scratched and damaged, and they are not featured at all anywhere in my game space. So the goal here is basically just to give you an idea of what to expect if you decide you want to upgrade the stands in your game room or upgrade your display. This is what your parcel is going to look like. But here are all the stands that I ordered. This seems like more than I ordered, or did I just go... Did I order this many stands? Good lord. Apparently I went a little bit crazy. Okay, so each one of these comes nicely packaged with a Rose Colored Gaming sticker on them in its own little baggie. Definitely make sure that you didn't cut your fingernails the day before you get your package, because this paper is not the easiest to peel off. But it is ultra satisfying. And these little pieces take a little bit of extra time, but yeah, you can get through them with patience. Alright, so these pieces, now that they are peeled, I'm assuming they click down in. Oh yeah, there's a nice satisfying click when those set down inside the stand. I'm gonna time-lapse all of the unpacking of this stuff, and we'll get back to some first impressions on these once they're all built. Oh no! Unfortunately, we've had our first break. That is a huge bummer. Okay, we got them all done, and let's talk about the negative stuff first. After a massive pile of garbage and no extra stickers, a couple of chipped fingernails, so if just got a manicure the day before you decided to do this, your nails are gonna have a few casualties. Speaking of casualties, we did have one stand that a leg broke on. I don't know if I pushed it down too hard or if there was a flaw in the way that it was built. I'm gonna try to glue this together before I contact Rose Colored Gaming to see if maybe I can fix it on my own. If you're someone who's super fussy about the fine details of things, it might be worth noting that the legs of these stands will not sit all the way down and flush with the base plates. It must be something in the manufacturing and the way they CNC cut these out, which I'm assuming that's how they create these. There's just not a perfect 90-degree angle on the cuts, and so you're trying to push a rounded edge into a rounded edge. They will not sit completely flat down into that base stand, so if that's something that's going to bother you, then maybe this might not be the stand for you. The last thing I'll say, if you're someone who's ultra fussy, that might bother a few people, is that on some models of these stands, they take advantage of the game slot to support the actual console. So for some of them, the console's just kind of being cradled by the plastic legs, but in the case of the Game Boy Advance SP, it is actually taking advantage of that game slot to hold up the console. So if that's something that you don't like, or that you're going to be fussy about for whatever reason, again, maybe at least for these specific consoles, the Game Boy Advance SP and also the Micro, does have these two little legs that slide down into the game slot. So if that's something that's going to bug you, it's just something to be aware of. All in all, I bought stands for the original Game Boy DMG, the Game Boy Pocket, the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, the Game Boy Micro, and the do-it-yourself made-at-home Game Boy Macro. I also forgot that I picked up some extra ones just over here to the side. I grabbed 2 for my new Nintendo 3DS XLs, and I happened to grab one for my brand new Legend of Zelda OLED Switch that I picked up, and these ones are absolutely gorgeous. One of my concerns when I ordered these was how well these cradle-style stands would support the consoles, and they do a really nice job of that. They have a subtle lean back to them, and so the console doesn't have any concern about tipping forward. They also seem to be designed in a way that keeps the console sort of centered up, and unless you're banging your shelves or have people kicking the walls, you should be okay with these not flipping over and being really safe to hold your even more expensive and collector consoles. So the final take on these rose-colored gaming stands is, yeah, I'm pretty stoked on these ones. They look really great. They make my handhelds that much more accessible to grab off the shelf and play a game, rather than just having them jammed in a drawer. They're on display for family and friends and whoever comes to stop by your game room to check out. It is a great way to display your regular and your modded and your expensive high-end handhelds all at the same time. This was an awesome gift on day 3 of the 12 Days of Christmas from me to the game room. Stick around because tomorrow it's going to be day 4 and I got a whole new video coming at you. Thanks for stopping by and I'll catch you on the next one.